Odyssey, more of an old new to see, because the only thing epic about this movie is how it's going to be an epic fail. Hi, this is Cinema Sacrilege, and I'm your host, Chase. And today we are going to be talking about the old news. I don't like jumping on a bandwagon, but I've been saying for months that this movie is going to hit. So I feel kind of validated seeing all the hatred for this film. I don't personally hate it. I don't hate Nolan. I definitely don't hate Universal. Actually, I'm so concerned for Universal currently. Honestly, with all the stupid decisions that have been made by Nolan and his team, I think that this movie is going to deserve a get, and it's not going to make money. So I am hoping to give you a different point of view. I'm going to talk about the economics of why it's going to. Wait, backtrack. I used to be Nolan's #1 fan. I think I still have the screen for Oppenheimer and Interstellar. I don't know where, but I still own them. I'm pretty sure. I saw Batman Begins in theaters when I was 5, and it changed my life. Since then, Interstellar, I saw it in the theaters. The Dark Knight Rises. I saw them all in theaters. I saw Dunkirk in theaters. I saw Tenet in theaters. I saw Oppenheimer on the opening night. But even with Oppenheimer, I was beginning to come out of the Nolan haze, because my first reaction was, did he really have final cut on that? And you're shooting it all chokers. Excuse me, all from the neck up, like it's all close-ups on IMAX. Are you kidding? You're shooting for the biggest screen in the world, and you're actually shooting it to be shown on a cell phone. Are you fucking kidding me? Even before he even announced that he was doing the Odyssey, I predicted he would be doing a historical epic, and I had figured out that Nolan, every single one of his films corresponded to one of Stanley Kubrick's films. Kubrick only made 13 films. Nolan is on his 13th. The only film that Nolan hadn't copied from Kubrick was Spartacus. So I knew he would be doing a historical epic. Then he comes out and says, I'm doing the Odyssey. I knew that the Odyssey was gonna fail, though, because it's a dead genre. Every single historical epic in the 21st century has failed. Troy failed. Alexander, they all failed. So not even Nolan can bring historical epics back in style. It's just really sad. So the Odyssey, or the OLDNEWSSY itself, it's got a budget of 250 million. That's what they're reporting anyway, but let's look closer, because actually in 2025, a whole year ago, a Greek newspaper reported that their budget was already at least 250 million euros, which actually comes out to about 300 million in USD. So a whole year ago, before they even finished shooting, it was already budgeted at $300 million. And a year goes by, they shoot in more countries, and they do their VFX, and the budget has only gone up since then. So probably it's like 400 million now. They're not saying that. And so if you're doing the Hollywood math, that means they have to make 700 to 800 million dollars just to break even. And they're not even making a profit. And it's not going to make anywhere close to that. And it's just really heartbreaking. The studio is bragging about all their pre-sales. They're record-breaking pre-sales in the US and the UK. All those pre-sales were before the trailers, which look really bad. And the pre-sales only ended up to 5 million, which is nothing. That's not even like 10%. That's 1%. It's crazy. It's nothing. So the audience, who's the audience for this? Well, it's got an R ending, so there's no family audience. There's no IP, no franchise connections. There's no youth audience. Variety even called this, seeing it like homework. There's no Greek audience. Obviously, Greece hates this. It's going to perform really poorly in Asia. China, usually they are banning films with an R ending, actually. Did you know that? Japan, Korea, Taiwan, they all prefer sci-fi. And India is the only Asian market that's going to respond to this, because India is a culture based on myths and gods, so India is going to vibe, but it's not going to make up for the whole rest of Asia. No, sir. And on top of all of this, it's going to be smothered and buried under all of its competition. Minions, Spider-Man, Bad Boys like 6. Gen Z is not interested. I don't know anyone who knows anyone who is interested in seeing this. This film, it only got bankrolled because of the success of Oppenheimer. But Oppenheimer had all this going for it that the Odyssey doesn't have. So let's dig into what actually made Oppenheimer a success. First of all, Oppenheimer had cultural urgency. That's what they call it. No one was really there for the Nolan man, and no one really cared, rest in peace, about J. Robert Oppenheimer. Everyone was there because the movie was about nukes. Because nukes terrify us in the 21st century. Because it was about modern issues, modern anxieties. What modern issues in 2026 does the Odyssey deal with? Wait, sorry, there are none. So that is a problem. A poem from 3,000 years ago has zero cultural urgency in 2026. So good luck at the box office. The marketing for Oppenheimer was insane. They had a website and a YouTube link that were live 24/7 with a countdown to the opening. It was like seeing a countdown to the alarm going off, like a countdown to the end of the world. It built so much hype. And what are they doing that's comparable with the Odyssey? Nothing really. Nothing. Sorry. All they had for the Odyssey is like the standard formula of teaser trailer, longer trailer, and they're already doing a boycott the trailer campaign because they're so embarrassed of how bad their trailer is.
What if I can't?
My dad is coming home.
Keep us free!
And then they're trying to make up for their trailers and like save face by doing these little featurettes on the location shooting.
It feels like we made 6 or 7 movies, and in a sense we did.
I don't have to pretend like I'm on a boat. I am on the boat, you know, like.
But we all already saw your trailers. We know it's all CGI.
Between me.
Sorry. There is no hype, there is only hate. And that is a death sentence in 2026. Okay, there are some other issues. Rewatch value. This movie is not going to have, like, Christopher Nolan built his box office numbers by making his films so confusing that people have to go and see it like 2 or 3 times just to understand what they saw. But this is the most like studied poem ever, so all people have to do is like Google the cliff notes. Everyone knows the ending already, so there is literally zero suspense. CGI is an issue here because since Dunkirk, Tenet, then Oppenheimer, he's like the no CGI guy. And now he like does a 180 and he's doing the most CGI heavy movie of his whole career. Like people are only going to feel betrayed by that. The casting, all I'm going to say is that if you're doing the seminal story of the Greek culture and you don't cast a single Greek actor, you don't give a single Greek person a line in the whole thing, that's the most disrespectful. Like, if you don't even care about your source material, why should I care? Oh, wait, I don't, and no one really does. The aspect ratio, they invented a horizontal aspect ratio to show the horizon. So why are you shooting your location-heavy movie in a box? Then the gay thing. So I am gay, I am in a gay relationship, so I think I can talk about this, and I think it's really embarrassing. The GQ article that they did, the whole internet hates you. So you put Tom Holland in drag on GQ just to appeal to the gay community, like to rescue you, to defend you, when we already saw the trailer and we know it's straight as fuck.
Keep us free!
So we're not going to come to your rescue. Sorry.
In every scene.
So, in conclusion, this movie has zero hype, zero family audience, zero youth interest. The marketing is bullshit. It's not going to make any money. Peace and love to you all. Like and subscribe. See you.